Universities are fighting AI when they should be learning from it. In my previous short, I spoke about the fear around the use of AI by students. Cheating, loss of cognition and control, and AI replacing human. But let's be honest. AI is already in homes, offices, and classrooms. AI is here to stay, it's not going anywhere at all. So the real question is not how to stop it. The real question is how universities can integrate it into education and create leaders and workforce that is more productive, more creative, and importantly, more empowered. I'm going to share 5 practical suggestions that can help universities address this fear. And the 5th one is really important, so stay with me till the end. First, accept AI as a learning tool. First of all, universities need to accept one simple reality. AI is already here. Students are using it anyway, at home, completing assignments, even at work. So instead of fighting it, it makes more sense to guide students for better use of it. Second, teach how to use AI ethically. This is where ethics becomes very important. Universities should introduce a proper module on ethical AI use, not just one slide or one odd lecture. In fact, students must clearly understand what is acceptable and what crosses the line. Another important step is transparency. Students should be encouraged to openly declare AI use, which tool they used, why they use it, and how it supported their learning. This creates honesty and it also develops trust between students and the university. At the same time, students should learn one key idea. AI is an assistant, not a replacement at all. It can help with ideas, it can improve your language, and it can even help check your logic. But thinking still belongs to human, judgment still belongs to him. This balance is really critical and students should clearly understand it. Now let's talk about exams and assessments. This is where most of the concerns actually start. Traditional exams don't go well with AI. So universities need smarter methods, maybe more case-based tasks, more reflections, presentations, and rebus. We can ask students to explain how they reached an answer. This is something that AI cannot bring. Train and empower the teachers first. Above suggestions will not work if teachers feel left behind. This is very important that universities must train teachers first, and not just training, but they should empower them. They should be given full access to AI tools, especially tools that convert text or images into videos. They should also learn how to turn slides into smart explainers and visuals, even AI-generated human avatars that explain concepts with real examples. Tools like Synthesia, InVideo, and Hagen can create video explainers from text. Canva and Beautiful.ai can transform slides into engaging visuals. Vision Story AI and Runway can create talking visuals from images. The training should be simple, very practical, focus on teaching, not technology. There is one more truth we can't ignore at all. Organizations are already using AI. If we avoid it now, students may suffer later. So teaching AI properly is not risky. However, ignoring it can be really dangerous. In fact, preparing students for the real world is a part of our education. So, in the end, I would conclude that AI is not the enemy of education at all. Rather, weak integration could be the actual enemy. I will wait for your take on this issue. Thanks for watching.